Hello and namaste. I have been on many drives, but this one is special, very special. It's Hyundai Motor India's Great India Drive, organized to celebrate 50 years of Project Tiger, one of the world's most successful conservation projects. Being a lover of nature and a fan and follower of the tiger, I am delighted to be on this drive, which has given me the opportunity to meet up with two very interesting people who, in their own ways, have contributed a lot in conserving wildlife and spreading the message that we need to save and protect the tiger. Dinesh, you're a passionate and talented wildlife photographer who's visited most of India's tiger reserve. You've also done this pocket book on Kabini, where we are right now. What do you think is the greatest contribution of Project Tiger?
I think in the 50 years of Project Tiger, I have been visiting Kabini for almost half of those years and photographing tigers for almost 25 years. And it took me more than 3 years to sight my first tiger. You know, nowadays I hear people who go on a safari for the very first time, they come back seeing tigers. To me, that is the biggest contribution of Project Tiger and its success.
That tells us that, the population of tigers has grown.
Absolutely.
And that they're also feeling safe and secure and,
Absolutely.
Not in fear of hunters and poachers.
Absolutely.
So they are moving around more openly and being sighted more easily.
I think, making a Project Tiger and making a home for the tiger and giving them safety and giving them a secure place to live, I think is the result.
I think it's something we all Indians should be proud of.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
क्या बात है. So Luthra sir, being a IFS officer, you've obviously spent lots and lots of time in the forest. What's your best tiger moment that you remember?
If I have to remember one tiger moment, I would talk about a tiger that I saw in Chitwan. They take you on elephant backs on the safari. So when we were going into the forest, suddenly the tracker said, there are fresh pug marks. The tiger has just passed this place. So we started following the pug marks and reached some bushes. The elephant refused to move any further and gave a big trumpet, And suddenly a tiger, sure enough, jumped out of those bushes and landed a few feet away from us and gave a huge growl, looked at us and walked away. We knew who is the boss in this forest.
So you saw the power of the tiger?
Absolutely. So beautiful, graceful and powerful. we saw everything.
So, what do you think has been the greatest contribution of Project Tiger to our country?
See, Project Tiger was brought in to bring the tiger back from extinction. Hardly less than 2,000 tigers were left in India. It did bring back the tigers. The tigers doubled in the last 10-15 years. It also means increasing the entire biodiversity, improving the prey base. The prey has to be protected, the grasses have to be protected, the water has to be protected. So, the entire ecosystem needs protection. And once we protect that, tiger is a very prolific breeder, the numbers will go up and have gone up. And the whole forestry has shifted towards that now, protecting the entire environment rather than protecting only teak trees or rosewood trees, etc., as used to happen earlier.
Dinesh, tell me what's that one tiger moment that has etched in your memory?
The one I remember the most, or I cherish the most, it was in Pench Tiger Reserve. I was also with Anil in a safari vehicle with the RFO, and my wife also was there in the vehicle. And we were just meandering along the pathway for about maybe 2 hours. We come through a small trough in the pathway, and it just goes up, the pathway. And all of a sudden, we see a tigress with 5 cubs coming towards us. And this was the famous Kolavali of Pench. And she just moved away, and one of the cubs followed her. She looked at us and just went away. And the other 4 cubs just sat on the track. And I think to me that was the best tiger moment from a photographer's perspective. Because when you are not expecting anything and all of a sudden you see 5 tigers, 5 cubs and the mother. Oh, that was the best.
Amazing.
Tells you how prolific breeders they are.
Exactly, 5 cubs.
So, is your brother, the former India cricket captain Anil Kumble, also fond of photography?
Yes, I think he is. For the last 20-25 years, he's been carrying a camera around.
What do you think of his wildlife photography?
I don't want to comment on that, Bob. Don't catch me on this one. I don't think that will be a great. I don't want to. No, it'll be a googly for him, so I don't want to do that.
Well, Bob, you've been asking us a lot of questions. May I ask you a question?
Please, sir, please.
I have known you always as an automobile person, a journalist. How did you get into wildlife and tigers?
So, sir, it's actually goes back to the 1980s with the Himalayan rally that used to pass through Corbett Wildlife Sanctuary. In fact, it's the first time I went to a wildlife sanctuary, and I remember it so clearly, like it's yesterday. I was driving in the night from Kalagad to Kodwar, and it's an uphill drive through the forest. I saw a tiger cross in front of me in the headlights, and then little later, much closer to Kodwar, I saw a leopard, and I got hooked. I became a complete jungle wala. Since then, I have traveled and been to more than 500 protected areas in a wonderful country. Now I like watching birds, butterflies, reptiles, all kind of wildlife and whatever inhabits our beautiful forests. And I love the sounds of the jungle, love listening to the cicadas, the crickets, the birds. And just coming here feels like, a blessing directly from above. This love led me also to do a book called Tracking the Tiger, 50 Days in India's Best Tiger Reserves. I think I sent you a copy too, sir, and I'm so happy it was appreciated by the likes of you.
It was a wonderful book.
Thank you, sir.
Fantastic. We want many more people like you.
Thank you, sir. टाइगर है तो हम हैं, टाइगर है तो जंगल है, टाइगर है तो दूसरे पशु पक्षी और प्राणी है, टाइगर है तो साफ हवा और पानी है। चलो टाइगर को बचाएं क्योंकि टाइगर ही जिंदगानी है।
वाह वाह वाह, क्या बात है, सुपर।